What's up, all my folks out in YouTube land? Daryl, also known as the Finisher. Hey, we're talking extension ladders and ways you can make money, quick ways to make money. If you have access to an extension ladder and a truck to get that thing around, I'm telling you, you can make some good money. And I know because I get calls for these jobs all the time. These are jobs that I used to do, but I retired from being on extension ladder because I know what you're thinking. You're like, man, I know you're too big to be on extension ladder. Well, guess what? You are absolutely correct. Even though I still get on them from time to time, I'm entirely too big to be on extension ladders. On top of that, I used to get up there on ladders all the time. I mean, I used to work for an installation company. They also did gutters. So, every once in a while I'd be with the gutter crew installing gutters. We used to do what's called drill and fills, which, is where you gotta drill holes from the exterior of the house and fill the cavities with blown in insulation. And we'd be way up there. No, I'd have no problem. And matter of fact, I used to be a fool on them ladders, man, just doing stuff that reaching as far as I can, in both ways, so I wouldn't have to move the ladder as much. But I didn't have ladder stabilizers, so I'm just crazy stuff. But them days are over, man. I give it all to you. So these are the things that you can do to make good money off extension ladders. The first and I think easiest way to make money on an extension ladder is siding repair. Y'all know, every time you turn around, the high winds or a storm coming through, somebody's siding is blowing off and they're calling you to repair it, or they're calling me. Hopefully they're calling you too. It's always way up by the soffit or, up above the gable vent. It's always way up there in the corner on a 2-story house. And I don't have time for it anymore, y'all. But you can do it, and you can make really good money doing it. I mean, the idea is that you can kind of charge what you want. I mean, nobody's gonna pay $1,000 for you to do that, but even if you just charge the minimum, I know what I used to do, and this is years back, but it'd be more like a minimum charge, for $100, $125. I get up there real quick. And a lot of people were okay because, they didn't want any water damage on their house. They're willing to just get you to pay the money. I'm telling you, it's a no-brainer if you don't have any problem getting up there. In the same vein as that, there's also fascia repair. There's always a piece of fascia that'll blow off of the side, and you can same thing. You can get up on a ladder, a couple exterior trim nails, it's right back in, and that's it. So these are very quick repairs you can make. And if you're that high up, you're all the way up to the fascia, you might as well keep going and just get on the roof. I don't get on the roof anymore, man. It's crazy. It's one of those things, I don't know what happened when I got older, but I took a job to replace the boots on, there's like 3 vent pipes on the house. And this is a 1-story house, man, and it wasn't even a steep incline. Man, I stepped off the extension ladder. It was like I just was in an alternate universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like I was sliding the whole time I was up there. It was just crazy. I mean, I don't understand what happened. It was like all of a sudden, well, I won't want to say it was all of a sudden. It had been years, and I think that's what happened. It had been years since I actually got on a roof. Then all of a sudden, my skills were gone, man. So that's one thing I recommend to you, to just keep it in you. From time to time, get up there, because if you take a decade off and you try to hop back on one, it might not be the same experience. But replacing shingles is, it's pretty easy, and it's the same thing. People have storms, they blow off. I get calls all the time. People will have a pack of shingles. They just need somebody to go on the roof and replace it. Very simple repair and easy money. I seem to always forget to do this. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're looking for a CRM, Marcate, man. Marcate, that's, I'm on Team Marcate all day, so I'll be going more in depth in the future about, different ways to use it and how it helps my business, but links in the description. Try it out. It'll change your life. The next one I would think that you could do with an extension ladder is gutter work. Now, I wouldn't really recommend trying to install gutters, and the reason why is that unless you have a gutter machine and you can make them seamless, I've had so many people who've had gutters that leak at those seams when you're trying to just get the stuff from Lowe's and you got 8-foot sections or something like that, and you're just trying to glue them together, and I don't know, man. It seems like you're always looking for a problem down the road if you don't have a seamless gutter machine to just make one long piece. But hey, maybe you've had success with them. You do what you do. But what I'm saying that you should do is just do the, gutter cleaning. Get you, some people, I've seen people that just blow them out with a blower. I've never been able to do that. I was always the guy that, had to take the scoop or just bare hands in a bucket and just get it in like that. But it's not something that you need a lot of training on. And if you don't mind the heights, good money. I mean, how much do the tools cost? It's crumbs. But in that same vein, you can also do gutter guard install. I've done that before and installed whole houses by myself. Now, I've never done it on a 2-story house. That would probably take a very long time because you're gonna be up and down that extension ladder a lot. But I've been on some tall 1-story houses where I've done it, and it's like I said, it's a day. It's some work, but it's actually pretty good money. If you like to paint, you can always paint shutters. I get those requests so much. Sometimes you can paint them in place. A lot of times you can pull them down and paint them and then put them back up. Whatever you choose to do. It's a good one. Last, and I'm not saying these are all the jobs you can do with an extension ladder. These are just the low-hanging fruit jobs, the jobs that, like, if you're starting out and you don't really have a lot of skills, then these are jobs that really don't require skill. I mean, they require, you to maybe watch a video or something and see how many nails you need to put into this or that, but it doesn't really require any skill to do most of these. The last one, dryer vent cleaning. Well, it's more than just dryer vent cleaning, but dryer vent cleaning, a lot of that you can just, as long as you got the brush and the drill, you can do dryer vents all day. In the same vein, you could do the bathroom vents, put the covers on to prevent the birds from getting in there. People always have that issue. I probably get 1 or 2 calls per week for somebody that wants to put the bird cages on. Matter of fact, I know a guy that was charging, it was somewhere between $300 and $400 to do a vent cleaning and put a bird cage on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might take the half the time is you getting your ladders out, you unhooking your ladders and getting them all set up. These jobs that take no time and there's not really a lot of skill involved, but it's just really, the skill is you're doing something that most of the people, the vast majority of people do not want to do. And that costs. So get your money on, man. Daryl, also knows the finisher. Stay safe, be blessed, and remember, if the trades don't work, nothing does.